What is going on, you guys? Welcome on into episode number 9 of the Only Swimming Podcast. I am one of your Learn to Swim coaches, Coach Jeff.
I am Coach Meredith.
And we're super excited to be with you today. We want to get a couple of kind of housekeeping things out of the way. Number one, we are renovating the space for our podcast. Because of that, we kind of have not the best backdrop of all time. But my guess is you guys aren't tuning in for what we look like anyways. You're tuning in for the information that we have to deliver to you and in learning to swim. So bear with us as we go through that, and you kind of don't have the greatest view of all time. And we're cutting caffeine, and we just found yerba mate.
So it's still caffeine.
Okay.
But it's a
cutting coffee. Sorry.
Cutting coffee.
Yeah.
Yes. And so I cut coffee about 10 days ago, and I was having like the tea bag yerba mate.
Mm-hmm.
We just got the real stuff.
Wow. She's wired.
I've had 2 cups today. That's it. And I just taught 9 swim lessons back to back to back.
She's still kicking.
And I'm just still going. So I'm going to be a little more chatty than usual. So
I love it.
More energy today.
Well, I'm sure the audience will benefit, and I'm super excited for today's episode because we're going to dive into the 2 recent tutorial videos that we dropped in a 3-part series. So 2 out of the 3 so far in our masterclass of treading water. And really, really proud of these videos because one of the things that we've realized through feedback from you guys and then also just from consuming content on the YouTube streets is that the Learn to Swim content out there is really complicated. It's really hard to consume. And so one of the main objectives that we have in undertaking this masterclass is simplifying the information and making it so that it's consumable to you guys in a way that you find both entertaining and really high value on the content side to help your Learn to Swim journey. So I want to kind of talk about maybe the elephant in the room as it relates to those 2 videos, which is we're kind of calling out the YouTube streets a little bit for their information. Needless to say, I wasn't impressed. I'd probably take it a step further and say I was a little bit taken aback by it. And how I started video 2, the the kicking section of treading water was that literally like I was a 2-time record holder at Notre Dame, 2 or 3-time master swimming national champion, 11 years I've owned a swim school. Our program has taught over 250,000 swimming lessons. And it's like these videos, and I say that to qualify, I've seen hundreds of instructors, hundreds of thousands of videos at this point, and I don't quite understand what it is about this content where it's just not digestible. It's so complex. Yeah. What are your thoughts?
Well, I think they're look, obviously, I don't think they're putting out highly complicated material just to confuse people.
Yeah, of course not.
But I think they're people who are very elite at swimming.
Yeah.
And they just don't understand how to simplify the message so that people can like take that and digest it and then know how to do it. They're trying to complicate something because they don't want to address the fundamental need to learn how to relax in the water. Because once if everyone was teaching that, I truly believe that we wouldn't have the crisis on our hands that we have.
Yeah.
And that's why we're really, really, oh my God.
Did you lose your train of thought? We're really trying to simplify the message.
Yes.
And I'm going to hop in here for just a second.
Great.
So we're trying to take topic matters that aren't landing. Here's why we say that. The data is very clear. All right. 52% of adults in the United States can't swim. 64% of adults in the United States have a fear of deep water. And 70% of the 52% that can't swim have tried swimming lessons before and failed. All right. This is a major problem. Drowning is the leading cause of death in kids under the age of 4. This is crazy that we live in the United States of America and the content that we have, the programs that we have aren't working, and someone needs to do something about it. And the reason, now, this isn't, we're not attributing malice to any of this, but it is very, very clear that the foundation of what moves adults through swimming isn't being observed and communicated properly. And that's relaxation. And it's so imperative to the point that I holistically believe the industry would be out of business if we understood this at a foundational level. Because when adults start relaxing completely in the water, they can start utilizing the properties of water that hold them up. They interact with it instead of compete against it or outpower it or outsmart it or maneuver it, or, you know, the power phase and the flex phase and the angles and all this kind of thing. What do you think?
I just had just this crazy epiphany.
Yeah, I saw your mouth open.
Oh dear God, don't have lost it.
You lost the crazy epiphany?
Hold on. Just
we'll come back.
Give me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, filler. So anyways, that's what we're going for. That's really the elephant in the room with our first 2 episodes, is we realize that the content that is out there is not good. Worse than that, it's almost non-consumable. And what's crazy about it is there are millions and millions of views. Did you get it?
Yeah.
Millions and millions of views. And I don't know as though those millions and millions of people watching that are able to take the content the way that I would hope and apply it inside of the water. And that's really where, when we're doing YouTube tutorials or you're trying to learn how to swim, the objective there is to take the information that you get from YouTube and be able to apply it in the water. And those techniques are so complex. So you remember?
I remember.
Yes.
And it's just slightly off topic, but I feel like for our podcast and what we talk about, this is certainly never off topic. But when you understand at the fundamental root, water is not always the reason people drown. It is panic. It's not like water is malice or malicious in any way. And it's like this, shark lurking to, take you down, which a lot of our fear thinks like, oh, water is scary, water is dangerous. Our response to water is dangerous.
Yeah.
And drowning is 100% preventable. So therefore, we should not fear the water, but we should know that we need to understand how not to panic.
Yeah. 100%. I totally agree. And the only reason I was chuckling there is like you had the whole thing. You're like, drowning is 100% preventable. It was just so classic. I got to turn some of these, we turn into GIFs, and that's going to be one of them. Drowning is 100% preventable.
No, I had like 4 fear.
Oh,
and
okay.
I was trying to remember how I was going to. Anyways, it was silly. He's right.
We try to have fun with this podcast as much as we try to also communicate the message, which I hope we're doing. We want you guys to see our personality. We're real people. We don't try to put on a perfect show to give a falsehood as to kind of anything, but we want to be relatable. We want our content to be relatable. And so sometimes we crack fun at each other, but we're very much in love, husband and wife. Oh, at least I hope so. Still after this, right? Anyways,
We've made it this far.
so back to treading water. What I want to hear from you guys is our content landing? Is it consumable? And what I mean by consumable is, can you take our content to the pool with you and learn how to swim? Because here's our objective. I'm going to say it out loud, and I want to know if you believe it to be true. And if not, we have to improve. I want our free to be better than their paid shh. That's what I want. Because I want the world to learn how to swim.
Yes.
And you guys will notice, if you check out our kind of a hero banner on YouTube and what our slogan is right now, or really our core objective is, our goal for Caribe Swim is to teach 1 billion people how to swim. All right. This is going to take a lifetime to achieve. But that's how serious we are. I'm 36. You're almost 30.
Almost 30.
And getting old.
I know.
And that gives us time. And in order to do that, we need to have the most consumable messaging. We need to make it relatable. We need to ensure we know that it works. All right. We've taught over 5,000 adults with this methodology, 99.8% success rate. The data is very clear on that. What we want to ensure, though, is that our YouTube channel is landing, and then you guys are learning how to tread water properly. The truth is that when we lift the valve and we push all of the really complex videos aside, learning how to swim, learning how to tread water, learning how to float, learning how to put your face in, learning how to do all the things are possible and reliant on relaxation. It's a practice of relaxation. And this is a very important concept. If you get nothing more out of this video today in this episode, I want you to get this. Learning how to relax is a forever process. Okay? It is not binary. I'm either relaxed or I'm not. Relaxation lives on a spectrum. And the most difficult part that I have with this industry is that I believe that the techniques would land with adults that are fully relaxed. I think they would work. And I think they'd work really, really well.
Yes.
And it's sad. It's frustrating. I'm sad and frustrated for you guys. I'm sad and frustrated for the instructors, because what's a good analogy here? It's kind of, man, I'm relating it to some sort of packaging. Like there's something great on the inside. We just can't get, like, don't judge a book by its cover. No, that's not it. I don't know what it is. I can't think of it. But
look, I think if we were to simplify this with any other class, any other subject, you cannot take an advanced statistics class without first learning what's the fundamentals of statistics. Like,
sure. I think where we went the other day was really, really good, which is
putt and golf.
Putt and like standard, like the PGA Championship is going on right now at the time of recording. And imagine if those pros went to the putt course and were trying to teach brand new people, just kind of there for entertainment, how to play golf, and they didn't use it in terms that were relatable or understanding, and it would have got.
Let's take it one step further, because it's a really close comparison, but it's not completely the same, because those pros aren't the ones teaching the beginners in most cases. Those pros are making YouTube videos for beginners with very advanced subject matter. But what most people are getting is a swim instructor who read a book or took a course written by a pro who isn't a pro. The instructor is not a pro, nor has a fundamental background in, say, professional golf, if that's the analogy.
Yeah.
And then they're trying to teach what that professional taught, but they don't actually understand why that information is in there at the deepest level as the professional does.
Sure.
So it's like,
Yeah. No, I completely agree with you. And I'm trying to get my mic to make sure it's plugged in properly. So one of the things that we actually just heard today from someone who called in trying to get lessons with us locally is that they're learning in a class with 12 people and it's a 30-minute class. And my guess is, since it's a corporate swim school, we'll leave it unnamed, as you're alluding to, they're not professionals teaching. And this is really no offense to instructors in the industry, especially on the kids side, because this is where kind of foundationally you'd get taught. If you go to a swim program, like a name brand, they're popping up everywhere in major cities. Those instructors, most of the time, like 90+% of the time, don't have a swimming background. In fact, and I know this because I owned a swim school for 11 years, you guys, most swim schools in the industry, little known fact, on the resume say no swimming background required. Sorry.
it's okay.
And now they're teaching you guys with no swimming background how to swim. And I think we're hitting this point, but it's sad.
But they're certified by some type of program
yeah, governing
that
body or
was written. And so they're delivering all this complicated material without truly understanding it themselves.
Yeah. And that's why I'm glad you guys are here.
Yeah.
And I'm really glad. That's why we're asking the question, does our content land? Are you able to consume it the right way? Is our free better than their paid? Because that's what we're going for. We're going to give away the farm, all the secrets, whatever it takes to get you guys to swim. That's what we're here to do. And so we want to hear more from you. Leave a comment in the comment section below, letting us know, like, what about those videos did you like? Is there anything about those videos you want to see more of or see differently, or some topics we haven't covered yet? We are going every single day to produce a video for you guys. And that means that everything is on the table. What you can expect from our channel coming up is, at the time of recording, we're going to hit one more treading water video. And then we're starting a series on psychology of swimming as an adult. And we're going to really break down what it is to be relaxed, what the practice of relaxation is, and why that's so imperative from a physiological perspective to your success in the water. And because I think we firmly believe that if our channel can have a basis of easily consumable content that's got a little edge of humor, and we're able to communicate the core message of relaxation over technique, relaxation first, relaxation second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, and then a 10th spot technique, then I think everyone watching this can and will learn how to swim.
Yeah.
And the benefit of that is, guys, when you learn how to swim, you're going to unlock an entire world of possibility, of opportunity, of memories. What's one thing that you are excited about for our viewers when they're learning how to swim? Like, what do you think? What one thing?
So I think I can kind of relate and share with the magic and the beauty of getting to experience this later in life as an adult for the first time. And that is going swimming in the ocean and not being terrified. I overcame my fear of open water. And in college, we were supposed to swim in this lake around this island, and I had a complete panic attack. And it was just, I had a very deep fear. And when we met,
I remember that's when I fell in love with you. True story.
But I never knew what joy and happiness and peace existed looking at beautiful, beautiful, live, healthy fish
Yeah.
in the ocean.
Yeah.
It's just like
It's
you,
incredible.
you got to do it. You got to learn so that you can go snorkeling.
Yeah.
You have to.
100%. And speaking of which, if you guys are interested in wanting to learn in person, we do have a in-person retreat in San Juan, Puerto Rico at the Al San Juan, which is a beautiful resort right in San Juan, Puerto Rico. That's October 7th through the 13th. If you are interested in that, send us over an email. Click on the link in the description below. And beyond that, we're about a week or two away from launching a brand new community to you guys. And this is a game changer. You can see here at the bottom of the screen that I believe that the easiest way to get the masses to learn how to swim is to create community. I think that, especially in this industry where information is so hit or miss, we have a responsibility to pull people together and say, hey, this is where we learn. And together we can help each other overcome the nuances of fear, the traumatizing impact that some adults have of their childhood getting thrown in or near drowning, helping overcome the length of time that an adult has to sit with that fear and how real that is when they go to try to overcome it, and the reward that they experience at the end of that. And boy, the feelings of empowerment and transformation inside of this are just absolutely life-changing. It's much more than a process of learning how to swim. And I think the best way to embrace that is through a community. And I think the best way to pass on the lessons that we've learned to and for each other is also in a community. And because there's only so much that Meredith and I can do, kind of information down, right? Which is kind of content creator to content consumer. It's a very one-way street. Yeah, we get comments. Yeah, it's cool. We'd love to hear from you. You can like it and subscribe. But I want to have a conversation. Like, I want to meet you. I want to help you. I want to be involved in it. I want to roll up my sleeves. We can only do that through this platform. So in about a week or two, we're going to have that. It's going to be so sick. I'm really excited.
My most favorite part about this is if you choose to join for a year and take all of the challenges that we will be creating, you can literally go from being an adult who doesn't want to step foot in a pool to potentially swimming your first mile.
Yeah.
If that is a goal that you have, we can help you get there. And that is something that no swim school, corporate or otherwise, can you get that amount of value and progress for, unless you're in a community that we're building to help support your journey.
Yeah.
Because it's so much swim lessons. You have a journey to becoming the swimmer that you want to become. And we just want to be there for it.
Yeah. 100%. Well said. And the other, you said value. I want to talk about value for a little bit. And guys, I don't think swimming lessons right now are able to be consumed by the masses. I think they're too expensive, and I think they're not relatable.
Well, most of the times they're only 30 minutes long, which doesn't give an adult enough time to.
So 100%. So inside of this community, here's why we're saying this. Inside of this community, it's $99 a month. And you get all of our courses. You get access to us. You get all of our challenges. You get the entire community. And I highly encourage everyone to sign up for a year and watch your transformation in 1 year. What we can do in a month is great. What we can do in a year is insane. And that's $7.99. You get 4 months free when you sign up for the year. But that's only going to be, my guess is, for the first quarter or so.
Okay.
To get people engaged in wanting to sign up. But yeah, so keep checking back. But guys, for $99, you're going to get all of our courses. So if you're interested in learning how to tread water better for up to 5 minutes, do that. If you're looking to learn how to front float, we got that. Back float, got that. Need to learn how to get water on your face, put your face in. Yep, that's in there too. How about you're unable to get into the pool right now because you have a paralyzing fear? We have an aquaphobia section for that. You name it. And like you said, I believe that inside of this program, we'll have enough layers of information so that you could go from having never swum before to swimming a mile in a year. And I don't think there's another program on planet Earth that's going to be able to say that. And without romanticizing or embellishing at all, we have a 99.8% success rate with our program. I think that speaks for itself.
Solid.
So anyways, without taking up much more of your time, thank you so much for being a loyal, hopefully subscriber, if not a liker of our videos. We have one request. We are going to be giving away the farm for free and then asking you to join a community where we can help guide you through the process. And if you find this content valuable, our only ask is that you share it with a friend. I believe we all have a responsibility to helping one another. And that's my coach at Notre Dame used to say that. He said, we have a very high standard in education and we have a love for one another. And I think that is imperative as it relates to learning how to swim. And then if you find the content valuable, you share it with a friend, subscribe to our channel, and like our videos. That way we can continue to grow, reach more people, and do the whole algorithm game and make sure that we can continue scaling. I think one of the things I'm really excited about, I'll speak openly about this, is that I want to monetize the channel so that we can hire someone to do editing.
So
right now, I'm editing all of our videos. I'm not an editor. We're instructors. We teach adults how to swim. We don't edit videos, but that's what we're doing.
Yeah. You wake up at anywhere
3,
between literally
2.
like 1 and 3 a.m. is
Every
his
day.
average wake up time. I'll wake up around 6.
Yeah.
And then we wait for the sun to come up high enough so that we can shoot the footage. And then he's on the computer editing all day. We're teaching swim lessons while we're doing this. We're still running, our own.
She teaches like 9 to 11 classes a day.
So, well, I mean, so do you. And so what we're trying to say is we are working so hard because we are so passionate. We really believe in this mission. And we know, and we'll do a podcast on this. Maybe I'll just do like a monologue about, we're innately made to swim. So anybody that has convinced you that that's not the case, whether it's yourself or just circumstance, know that.
Yeah, but you can relate though, right? Like, could you imagine going to a program, having 30 minutes with 12 other people in the class, instructors that really aren't professionals at what they do, trying and trying and trying and failing? Of course, someone's going to be like, oh, I can't do it. Welcome home. Welcome home to our community.
Welcome to the swim house.
That's right.
Welcome home.
So, anyways, we're past our 30-minute mark, I believe.
Close.
Yeah. So we love you. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment in the comment section below with what we can do to help serve you. And with that, we'll see you soon, my friends.
Peace and love.
This is where I do the outro.